Today's topic is writing good dialogue. The credit goes to this Wattpad user for suggesting the topic. I'm not trying to pronounce the name because I didn't want to mispronounce it, but thank you very much for the idea. And so on with the video. So there are two primary components to good dialogue. One, it serves a purpose in the story, and two, it sounds like an actual conversation. So let's start with number one. For dialogue to serve purpose in the story, it needs to either reveal plot details, reveal a character's personality, advance the story forward, or entertain the reader in some way, like with humor. So, you might be asking, what if a boring conversation is needed to show how dull the character's life is? Okay, sometimes there might be a need for you to do that, but in these instances, they can be summarized rather than written out. Alright, so let me give you an example. How was school? Fine. Got lots of homework? Yep. Want a snack before you get started? Sure. It's so boring. There's no need to write it all out. So instead of doing that, you can just recap it all. And the sentence could sound like this. She asked me the usual questions about school, offered me a snack, and then went back to folding the laundry. It's a lot simpler and quicker, and no one needs to read about the whole details about the boring conversation. Speaking of laundry, you want to see mine? Alright, it's not underwear. Don't be dirty. I've got this shirt here. If life gives you lemons, keep them. Because hey, free lemons! I like that because make the best of your situation. And keep the free stuff that you're given. Alright, let's get back to our video. So, doing it this way, recapping all the boring stuff, makes it so you can get back to the interesting parts of the story. So now, the second part of a good conversation is that it actually sounds like a conversation, if it sounds like two people talking. A problem I see a lot with inexperienced writers is the tendency to use dialogue as a way to dump in way too much backstory. Instead of it sounding like a conversation, it sounds more like a lecture or a speech. We don't want that. So here are a couple of ways to identify if you might be info dumping. One, look at the blocks of text. Look at your dialogue, and if you see one person has huge blocks of text and the other one has hardly any at all, then it might be an info dump because one guy is blah, 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 and the other one's like, oh, okay. That's not an interesting conversation. And two, read the passage aloud. This is one of my favorite techniques because you can often hear when something feels wrong before you can even see it. Read it like it was a movie script and even act it out, because if you try to act it out and it sounds boring, then it probably is boring. So you need to rewrite it, make sure it sounds like two people talking. So dialogue can either bring your story to life or make readers go find something else to read. So by making sure they sound like actual people talking, you'll be keeping your readers interested. And that's all we writers want, isn't it? To be interesting. Okay, that and money. Yeah, we want to be interesting and we want to make money. But at least the interesting part we can control. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, and see you next time.